Hello, I'm Aaron Marino from Alpha M Image Consulting. So, for those of you who have been watching my videos for a little while, you know that I love me some blank label shirts. I love the concept of the semi-custom dress shirt. I love the company and their owner Fan. I love the product, the shirts themselves. And you're like, oh great, another blank label shirt video. Wrong! The point of this video is to let you guys in on a little secret that I've been carrying around for a few weeks now, and I feel just terrible about it. I've been cheating on them, and I feel awful, and I had to get it off my chest. I feel terrible, but these new modern tailored dress shirts that I found, oh, they feel fantastic. You see, I found a new online shirt company. Oh, and I have been a bad boy. A very bad boy. Now don't get me wrong, blank label is like your mother's cooking. It is tasty, it is scrumptious food. Your mother has been there for you, through good times, through bad times, when you've been a jerk, when you've gotten expelled, when you've got kicked out of school. Your mother has been there to feed you, to make sure that you had the nourishment you need, and you love her for it. And her food is indeed delicious. However, modern tailor is like your friend's mom's cooking. And your friend's mom, she happens to be hot and a classically trained chef. And it just so happened that little Donnie had to stay late for trombone practice. Oh, and Mrs. Donnie's been slaving all day in the kitchen making her world-famous chicken tetrazzini. But you know your mom's got food, a hot meal waiting for you at home. But Mrs. Donnie wants you to taste it, and she's like, Aaron, will you please eat? And I'm like, no, Mrs. Donnie, I can't eat because my mom, well, maybe just a taste. My mom won't know. Just a taste. I'll have just a taste. And so you taste it. And it is good. It is great chicken tetrazzini, and she's looking so fine. And you're like, she's like, Aaron, please sit down and stay. And now by this time she's got an accent and it's Swedish, and she's like, oh, Aaron, please stay and have another bite. Have a little more. Can I get you a beer? And I'm like, calling my mom like, yo, Mom, something came up, got a flat tire, won't be home for dinner. I ate that chicken tetrazzini and I went back for seconds and thirds and fourths and fifths until there was no more chicken tetrazzini. What the point is, I don't even know what the point is of this video. No, the point is this, people. Sorry, MILF fantasy. The point is that I found another killer custom shirt website. The company is called Modern Tailor. And so today, I wanted to show you how to measure one of the shirts that you currently own so that you can go online, whether it's at Blank Label, whether it's at Modern Tailor, and create the best fitting dress shirt that you own. So today, it's all about how to measure for a custom shirt. But first, let me tell you a little bit more about Modern Tailor and what got me all worked up and fired up and woo! Something like that. The first thing that struck me about Modern Tailor were the unbelievable amount of options. I'm talking options for everything. Things that I didn't even know I needed options for, I got options for now. Fabrics. 1,700 choices for fabrics. They range from, low-end or cheaper fabrics to really, really expensive high-end fabrics. And all of the fabrics, when you click on the swatch, it actually shows you a blown-up picture of it, an actual picture. And so you really get a good idea of what the fabric actually looks like, which is great. And another neat thing is if you click on a swatch and somebody else has made a shirt with that fabric, it shows you the shirt. Another cool thing that Modern Tailor does is when you order the shirt, when they're getting ready to send you the shirt, they actually send you an email and show you a picture of the shirt that they made specially for you and send that to you so you can get all excited when it's in transit. So anyway, 1,700 fabrics. You've got options for buttons. You've got, I think, 40 different button colors that you can choose from, which is ridiculous. Collars. You've got 20 collars that you can choose from. I have the small, simple spread on all my shirts. You've got pockets. Do you want darts in the back of your shirt? Dart. What is a dart? Dart is basically, I'm not sure if you can see it on this shirt, it's like a seam that they use to make it tighter and a little bit more fitted. You don't have to get that, but you can because it's an option. You can get monogramming. You can get the bottom of the shirt square. You can get it rounded. You can... Options. Modern tailor equals options. Another problem that I find when I order shirts online is that it's sort of like a roll of the dice. I never know how that shirt is actually going to fit me. I may plug in all my measurements and I might do it consistently on this shirt and that shirt and this shirt, but for some reason when I get the shirts it's almost like this one fits good, this one's a little bit, and I'm like, dude, I swear I put the same measurements in. It might be some little, 5-year-old kid that's making the shirt as opposed to the 11-year-old who's got better skills that's making the shirt, but either way, it's hard to get consistency in shirts. But guess what? Modern Tailor has fixed that. When you go in and you make your first shirt, just order one shirt in the beginning, and I would go with one of the cheaper fabrics. You go and you plug in all your measurements. They actually have then a tailor go and review your measurements to see and make sure that everything sort of looks right. What they do then is they actually make a template of you and your shirt. So, what does this mean? This means you, Billy, go on and order another shirt after you've gotten that first shirt and tried it on and been like, good smoking jeez, this fits fantastic. And you're like, I want to order another. So you go, but geez, I want it to fit the same. Guess what? It's going to fit identical to the shirt that they sent you because they've got a template made and they go back and pull that template like Billy Smith every time you order a shirt. Now, if something didn't fit right, you call them up and be like, yo, I got to adjust this measurement or that measurement. But the moral of the story and the bottom line is you get one shirt, it fits you great. Every shirt you order after that is going to fit you exactly the same until you tell them to change something. And that, my friends, is a good thing. Alright, so you want to order a shirt online. What do you need to do that? You need to take your measurements. First thing you're going to need, the best fitting shirt that you currently own. Now, there may be areas that you want to tweak or change, but we'll get to that in a minute. But get the shirt that fits you the best for this exercise. You're also going to need a tape measure. I personally think a flexible tape measure is the way to go. You don't have one? Ask your mom. You don't have a mom? That sucks and I'm sorry. We need to do a talk show. And you can cry on my shoulder. But get a flexible tape measure. The metal tape measures aren't going to be able to bend around like your shoulder, and they might be rusty and get your clothes all messed up. Cost like $1. Go find one of these before you invest in this new dress shirt. So, next, put the shirt on. So you've got your best fitting shirt on. Now you're going to go through and just make sure that that shirt fits you great. Now if there are any areas that need to change, you're going to make a note of it and basically make the needed changes on the new shirt that you're going to be buying. So you go through, check the collar and make sure you can button it without it choking you. You know, put your arm out, see that the sleeve is the right length, that there's not a whole lot of extra fabric, that the shirt isn't all the way up here. Stand back. Feel in here, is it too tight? Is it too loose? If it's too tight, then you want to go and make it a little bit larger in the shoulders. This shirt right here, I'd like to make a little bit snugger in the waist, more snug in the waist. So I'm going to basically just eyeball it. I'm going to pinch the two ends of the shirt, and that would be the area or the place where I want it to be reduced. So I can estimate that because I'm pinching, I've got about 1 inch on either side. So whatever that measurement is, I'm going to reduce it by 2 inches to get a more tailored and a better fitting dress shirt. So go through your shirt and see what areas you want to change and what areas are perfect. Okay, first thing is the collar. Lay your shirt on a clean surface, open it up. Take that tape measure, put one end right on where the stitching is for the button, keep it tight, and you're going all the way to the center of the opening of that eye hole. That is going to be your first measurement. Mine measuring 16. Next, what I want you to do is put your shirt back on the hanger and make sure you button it in quite a few places. I want you to lay it down, and the next measurement we're going to take is called the half chest measurement. Basically, here to here. You're going to take your tape measure right underneath the armpit, right across to the other end of the armpit, and that measurement for me is 22 because that fit right. The next measurement is going to be the half waist. So you're going to go and measure the smallest point of that shirt. For me, it would be right here. Now you're going to go right side, left side. It's measuring 20. Now, remember when I was upstairs and I pinched the shirt, I want it to be a little bit more fitted in my waist. So instead of 20, I'm going to plug the measurement in at about 18 and a half. Take about 3/4 of an inch off each side. So that shirt ultimately is going to be more like that. The next measurement is going to be the half hip, which is going to be basically the widest part in the bottom of the shirt. So basically, we know this. I'm going to be reducing the side or the waist of the shirt by about 1.5 inches. I really don't like how wide this shirt is at the bottom currently, and it's at 22.5. So if I'm making this 18.5, I don't want this to be quite so much of a drastic difference. So I'm actually going to make this about 20 inches. So there's going to be 1.5 inch gradual increase, but it's not going to be as gradual or as substantial as this. So I'm going to go with 20 inches for the hip measurement. Next, we're going to measure the sleeve length. Now, sleeve length is interesting. Different sites and different places measure sleeves in different ways. The classic or the standard measurement is a 32, 33, 34, 35, and the way you're getting that measurement, you're going from the middle of the collar to the shoulder, hold it there, then go all the way down to the end of the sleeve. So right here you see that my sleeve is about a 33-inch length. Now, for this specific site, Modern Tailor does a little bit differently. They're asking for the measurement from the end of the shoulder to the end of the shirt cuff. For me, 23 inches. So basically, you're going to add about 10 inches if you're doing the classic or standard measurement for the sleeve length. Next is going to be the shirt length. The shirt length is basically right underneath the collar all the way to the end of the shirt. Now, I like this shirt, but I would like it to be a little bit shorter, so I'm going to shorten it actually 1 inch. Right now it's measuring at 30. I'm going to take it to 29. And last but certainly not least is what's called the yoke. The yoke is basically this piece of fabric right here. It's going to be your shoulder. So you're taking it from one shoulder directly across to the other. That's measuring at 18 inches. Perfect. So as you can see, not too complicated. It's not rocket science. It just takes a little bit of time, a little bit of patience, and for you to be as accurate as possible. So now, you want to check out the site? Cool. Down below you're going to find 2 links. The first link is to the website moderntailor.com. The second link, I would recommend going there first. It's their Facebook page. And if you go on and like Modern Tailor, their Facebook page, you're going to get a coupon, or basically a code that you then can go on, plug in, and you're going to get 20% off of the cost of the shirt. Now, the other thing, before you guys start asking, is where do they ship? I'll bet they don't ship to Indonesia. Guess what? I'll bet they do ship to Indonesia because they're probably made there. Modern Tailor ships all over the world. Antarctica? Do it. Australia? Boom! It's there. Thailand? You betcha. Anywhere you live, if you're watching this video, they ship to you. They're reasonable. They're going to be about the same price, maybe a little less expensive than the blank label shirts, and I have a feeling you're going to like it. Now, does this mean that I'm never ordering a blank label shirt again? Are you crazy? Psh, smack your mama, even if she is hot and a great chef. Of course I am. I love blank label, but it's always good to have different styles, different options in your style and fashion arsenal. And for me, I really like this new company. I want you to check them out. You might like them better, you might like them worse, but hey, you tried it, and life's about choices and trying things. Have a great day. Thanks so much for watching. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.